Good day, my Apari friends. It's that Colin from the UK. That Colin Jeffrey. Yep, that's me. And guess what? Yep, I'm still in that Australian New Zealand dollar. Yep, the funny pair. Now, as I've said in the last video, I did believe that it was at its bottom, and it was its bottom lowest for a couple of years. Obviously, I got that wrong a little bit and lost myself a few bob. Did I want to lose that few bob? Of course I didn't. I love me money just like anybody else. And I made a mistake, a big mistake and all, to be truthful. But I still believe this has the legs to get back up there. And obviously I've gone back into trade with a stop loss a lot lower. And obviously I'm gaining some money back. As you can see here, I started off with a $2,000 account. And yes, if you look at my account history, you can see I lost $545.23. Now that's not good, is it? No, it's not. I'll agree with you. But the thing is, I'm practicing. It's a $2 account, a $2,000 account. I'll get there in a minute. $2,000 account for a purpose. One, obviously, to see if I can handle the big money. But I went about it in a way where I honestly want to find out what it's like just to have $2,000 to play with. But also, I wanted to play big by putting a full lot size in. Right? Because one, I felt confident in it. There's no getting away from that. And I got well bashed, as you can see. So it's not something I would recommend, especially in a real $2,000 account. Now, if that was a real $2,000 account, I'd have been in something because of the confidence I felt. My position size should have been 0.10. Okay? And yes, I would have lost a few dollars. There's no getting away from that. But what I'm looking at now is the gain. Because again, I'm back in this trade and we stand again. We've got me $500 back, which is good. There's no getting away from that. And obviously, this is how my statement looks on that particular account. Not good, is it? Now, I do run, I do run. He wouldn't like that, and I couldn't blame him. Okay? And like I say, I'm practicing. It's off, and with another account, as you can see, Telenext Limited is the account I've got here with a practice account of $2,000. So it's away from a pari, because you don't need it to be with a pari. Okay, so my method, or what's behind all this is, I'm asking you, is this, or will this go past and go back up to here? We've got a good while for it to do that. This has obviously been happening in the last week or so. Okay, now this particular green line here is my 20 simple moving average. It's part of the bands, but the bands are obviously, they're not there. Now I can see that it's above this now, and it's in the daily, so I'm quite happy with that. This is the monthly pivot point. Okay, as you can see, we've had a good few months down in this particular point here, but it was losing faith there, wasn't it? It was losing it there. You could see it was starting to come down and wasn't really getting any further than that. So I'm looking to be conservative and get back up to at least just underneath that. I do believe it'll go further, but don't take my beliefs as read. This is practicing, and it's practicing for me to hopefully get better. But again, what it's all for is I'd love your comments. I've had some great comments on the last one, and I learned a thing or two. There's no getting away from that. And of course, that's what we're all here for, isn't it? We're all here to learn something from each other. Do I mind putting myself on video? No, not really. I've made a mistake or two, but at the same time, I'd like to think that we are, or I am, or we are, on a bit of a winner here. It's on its move. It's on the move now, and I honestly believe once it gets beyond this monthly pivot point, it will reach that target. Obviously, we all have our own ways and our own techniques for delivering what we believe in. But I love your comments. Them comments below would be very, very advantageous to me, but hopefully advantage to others as well. I trade long term. I'm not one for trading short term. When I go down at the 5-minute time frames, I get really, really, really dizzy. And when I get down at the minute time frames, God almighty, man. People who can handle that are good. There's no getting away from it. That they are traders, shall we say. But I do tend to fall, and I've fell big on a number of occasions, because if I go into a minute time frame and I see something what I think is going up and then it goes down, I keep moving my stop loss down thinking, I'll go back up. But it never works that way, does it? So I find it difficult to get down in them smaller time frames, although I have traded and got profits from them time frames, but the majority of them have been my downfall and lose. So I like to stick with the long-term trades. Is it swing trading? I'm not sure. I'm still learning. But there you go. The Australian New Zealand dollar, is it going to go there? Right? My 4 hour obviously gives me a little bit more, and we're way above that, and we've got a good swing here, and we are in the oversold area, so there's a possibility of it coming down over in the 4 hours again, but we're reaching that particular point there. So chaps, I'm not sure how long I'll be talking here. I hope I haven't kept you too long, but your comments below would be nice, because yes, I do believe that the Australian dollar now, after the third attempt, I would dare say, is definitely going to move up. Okay, but I don't want to test things out, or when I start trading for the real money, I don't want to be taking 3 attempts to find out that I'm correct. So a lot of things what I said on the forum and anywhere else, whether it be your groups, you trade what you see, not what you think. Isn't that right, Curtis? I've learned a lot, Todd. I've learned a lot from yourself and others. Okay, thank you very much for now. See you later, alligator.